Hey guys, last time I mentioned what champions I wanted to see less of in pro play, and so this video, I'm going to be saying what champions I want to see more in pro play. Been listing off 5 characters that I want to see right off the bat. Number 1 is Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks is a really cool champion, and you don't even see it often, even in solo queue. And the people who play it are often one-tricks at it, because it requires a pretty specific knowledge on how to play the champion. I've seen Inspired whip it out on FlyQuest, and every time he does, it looks really interesting and fun to watch. I will always remember that series where he pulled out the Fiddlesticks and completely shit on FPX, knocked them out of the group stage and knocked them out of the World's playoffs. The next one is Twitch. Twitch is one of my personal favorite champions, one of my mains, and it's a shame that he's not played more often. Not at the fault of the players, but at the fault of Riot, who refused to make him skill harder in such a scaling dominant meta. He also offers a pretty unique playstyle, another one that's pretty fun to watch as you need to time your Q and go in and out of stealth. I think he's one of the most fun ADCs to play and also watch. Let me see some fucking Splace Guide, you know what I'm saying? Next one is Kindred. Kindred is a pretty strong champion and a solo queue menace, but you really don't see this champion often played at the professional level. The only person I think of when I think of Kindred is Pyosik, who used to play it on DRX, but even then now, the meta doesn't really let Kindred scale freely. Or does it? Anyways, it's not being picked as often as I want it to be. I'm actually not quite sure why, but it would be really cool if the champion that has such a good design was picked more often. The next one is Thresh. Thresh used to be one of the most played supports in the meta, and one of the most watched because Thresh players have a really high skill ceiling, and watching good Thresh players play the champion is really fun. Even Madlife created the Thresh meta. Madlife, the only person I can think of that plays Thresh at a high level right now is Kyria. But that guy plays all supports at a high level, so does that even count? The champion has been out of the meta for way too long now, and I think he deserves a comeback. Next one will be a pretty interesting choice, but one that might not surprise you. I think that Vel'Koz should be put in the meta now. The champion isn't actually that weak, and the skill shots needed to be hit on that champion are pretty interesting with the geometry and all. It's one of the more unique skill shots in the game as you need to press it twice. I actually wish there was more skill shots like that, where you would need to double tap to aim it, press it once, and press it another time to release, and change directions of the skill shot missile. He scales well, he does a large amount of damage. You really don't see this champion played at all at the professional level, as there's a lot of other better options than him. A lot more consistent too, that just require less effort and offer more, like Victor or Orianna. Next one is not surprising at all, and it's Lee Sin. Lee Sin has been played a little bit more recently, but it's clear that he's not really a strong pick, and you're not really incentivized to pick him right now. He's not on the high list of junglers to pick, and he's more of a Game 5 fearless draft kind of pick. A lot of the time though, the Lee Sin during the Game 5 are completely outdrafted, and the Lee Sin player doesn't even get to show off the mechanics, which is a shame. Because Lee Sin, when being played at the highest level, is an extremely fun champion to watch. I don't know what they did to him or why he isn't as strong as the other junglers right now, but they need to bring him back. I don't care if Riot buffs him every time a Worlds patch or a international match comes up. They should do that. His champion is just fun to watch. They're nerfing Lee Sin, but keeping Azir K'Sante in for years on end? Like, what are we doing? Do we not understand what's actually fun to watch? Come on now. Alright guys, that's all for the list. If you guys have any thoughts on the list, let me know in the comments below. I will now be going on yapping. I feel like the video today was pretty hard to make because I was pretty tired and I had a massive headache the entire day. I took a Tylenol, but I think that just increased my headache. I'm not sure what happened to me during my sleep. I just had like the worst sleep ever. I woke up and it's like I didn't sleep at all. I think I might have just like lacked breathing during my sleep again. It happens to me like pretty often actually. I'm not sure why. I think it might be Probably because of like the really humid air and dry weather. It's okay though. I mean, I'm alive. I'm getting through it, barely though. I didn't really have energy to do much else either though, except play League and grind. But playing League is like pretty mindless and pretty effortless because it's not hard to do what you already know and are good at. It takes more energy and effort to do things that you don't know how to do and require more brain power and more learning, which contributes to why making this video was pretty hard as well. It's okay though. Maybe if I do this more often, this will be just second nature to me and I won't need to put as much brain power and energy, as I'll get better at it so good that this will be just like a breeze to me. Just like League of Legends is right now. I say that, but like I've lost 10 games in a row, so like, is it really easy? No, not really. It's actually pretty painful losing 10 games in a row, you know? All good. We will bounce back. Alright, that's all for the yap. I'll see you guys tomorrow if I'm alive tomorrow.